Everyone wants a blessed marriage. Everyone wants joy, connection, peace, and love that lasts a lifetime. But here's a truth that most people miss. Blessing doesn't come just by asking for it. Blessing comes when your marriage is built as an act of worship to God. Today, I want to show you something life-changing. When you worship God through the way you love, serve, and forgive your spouse, you are inviting His blessing into every part of your marriage. You're not just living together, you're living for Him through each other. The Bible says in Matthew 6:33, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Notice the order. First, seek Him, worship Him, honor Him, then blessings follow. That's true in life, and it's true in marriage. When you make your marriage a way to seek God, not just a source of happiness for yourself, the blessings you long for naturally flow in. Because God blesses what honors Him. God fills what worships Him. God multiplies love when that love is rooted in Him. So how do you actually start worshiping God through your marriage? It's simpler and deeper than you might think. You start by seeing your spouse not just as your partner, but as your calling. You start by asking daily, "God, how can I honor you by the way I love my husband or wife today? How can I use this marriage as an offering to you?" Worship isn't about perfection. It's about posture. The posture of your heart before God and before your spouse. It's when you choose patience when irritation is easier, offer forgiveness even when it costs you, speak life instead of criticism, serve without expecting anything back. Pray over your marriage like it's your greatest ministry, because it is. Every time you choose love, grace, humility, and prayer inside your marriage, you are building an altar of worship. You are saying to God, "This marriage belongs to you, not just to us." And that's when His blessing shows up in ways you couldn't create by yourself. If you want your marriage to become a true act of worship, and if you want to invite God's blessing into it, you have to be willing to make some intentional choices every single day. Here are some powerful, practical ways you can start worshiping God through your marriage today. 1. Start every morning with prayer, together or alone. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be long. Just start the day by dedicating your marriage to God. Even a prayer as simple as, "God, bless our marriage today. Help us to love each other the way you love us." When you invite God into your day, you invite His peace and His presence into your relationship. That small moment becomes an act of worship, a way of saying, "God, you come first here." 2. Speak life over your spouse. Proverbs 18:21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death." Your words have the power to either bless your marriage or curse it. When you speak encouragement, gratitude, and love, even in little ways, you are worshiping God by honoring the one He's entrusted to you. Try making it a habit. Every day, say at least one thing that builds up your spouse. A compliment, a prayer out loud, a thank you, a reminder of why you're grateful for them. Each word of life is another brick in the foundation of a blessed marriage. 3. Serve without expecting anything back. True love, true worship, reflects the heart of Christ, the heart that gave everything without demanding anything in return. When you serve your spouse selflessly, you are mirroring Jesus to them. You are living out Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her. It could be as simple as doing a chore they hate, making their coffee before they even ask, taking care of something that's stressful for them, not to get praise but to honor God. Service turns a marriage into a sanctuary. 4. Handle conflict as an opportunity for worship. You'll have disagreements. That's normal. But when you let humility, patience, and forgiveness guide you, instead of anger, pride, or defensiveness, even conflict becomes a place where God's blessing grows. Instead of saying, "I have to win," you say, "I want us to win together," and honor God in how we get there. Quick forgiveness, gentle words, prayers during tension. These turn battles into blessings. 5. Keep your heart aligned. It's about God first. Always remember, you are not just loving your spouse because they're lovable. You are loving them because God loved you first. Marriage becomes worship when your love is an offering to Him, not a reward for your spouse's perfection. You serve, you forgive, you encourage, not because it's easy, but because it's holy. And when you do this consistently, the blessing comes. Deeper peace, stronger intimacy, a home filled with joy, a love that grows stronger instead of colder over time. Not because you tried harder, not because you fixed each other, but because you made God the center, because you chose to turn your love into worship. Remember this today, God blesses what honors him. He strengthens what worships him, and he multiplies love when that love is rooted in his presence. Your marriage can become a living act of worship, a daily testimony that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Joshua 24:15. Start small today. Pray. Speak life. Serve with joy. Forgive quickly. Honor God in the way you love your spouse. And watch as God does what only He can do. Bless your marriage beyond anything you could have built on your own.